Gonna find out who the best man is.
Only thing been
I respect you for what you have done in the game,
Cheeto.
but you ain't never went up against me or my staff.
That's the only thing been high.
So you remember something?
What? Tell me what I got.
We've been here before. You trying to get there with Canelo. But beat his ass. How though? How does that look? I'll box his ass. This
Yeah.
outboxing this shit.
What about the weight though?
It don't matter. Bud been fighting big people all their fucking life.
Is a pretty intelligent guy. He might not try to talk, and say different things to jump off the page at you, but he's not a stupid guy, man. He's intelligent.
At the press conference, Terence Crawford's trainer, Brian Bomac McIntyre, delivered a firm warning to Canelo Alvarez, stressing that size and weight will not decide the fight. He reminded everyone that Crawford has faced bigger opponents throughout his career and always found ways to dominate them. Confident and precise, Bomac declared that Canelo is in serious danger because Crawford's sharp skills and relentless mindset will ultimately make the difference when the two step inside the ring.
This matchup with Canelo. But beat his ass. How though? How does that look? I'll box his ass. This outboxing this shit.
What about the weight though?
It don't matter. Bud been fighting big people all their fucking life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the head movement, Bomac?
What?
Canelo's famed head movement.
That's what I'm there for. That's what Saul there for. That's what Red there for. You know what I'm saying? It's called coaches.
Yeah.
So we gonna get past that shit.
Whenever Bomac speaks about Crawford's chances, he does so with unwavering certainty. For him, this fight is more than just another challenge. It is Crawford's chance to cement his status as the greatest pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Bomac emphasized that Crawford's preparation has been flawless, with no excuses left on the table. He believes true champions are separated from ordinary fighters through discipline and consistent work, and Crawford embodies that perfectly. To Bomac, this fight is not only about victory, but about making history before the eyes of the world.
Canelo Alvarez, Terence Crawford. How excited are you? Obviously, you've seen this journey with Terence, you've seen the doubters over the years, and he's now on the biggest stage again with people questioning him. And you obviously have full confidence that he's going to come out and get victory on September 13th.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely confident that he's going to get the victory. Second of all, I'm just happy for him and the team. So, the world can see once again why he considered the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world.
There was many a time where he was maybe struggling to get certain fights, and then he had to almost kick that door down. Is it nice to see him sort of getting the fruits of his labour now and getting that generational wealth off the back of what is, obviously it's a hard carear boxing, you don't get given anything.
Definitely that. Definitely good to see him get, like you say, fruits of his wealth. Getting these fights that, again, will show the world why he's the best fighter in the world. Show the world why he's the best fighter in the world. I'm just happy for him, man.
Rumors of Canelo Alvarez struggling during sparring with Jaron "Boots" Ennis sparked heated debates in the boxing community. Ennis is often compared to Terence Crawford because of his quick footwork, sharp counters, and slick defensive ability. If Canelo found it difficult against a fighter with a similar style in sparring, many wonder how much tougher it will be when facing Crawford under the bright lights of a real fight. Sparring and championship bouts aren't the same, but patterns often matter. For Crawford's supporters, this rumor only strengthens their belief that he has the tools to expose Canelo's weaknesses on fight night.
World, when we saw that he's in camp with him, right? And so people are saying now that they reached out to me and they're saying, well, Floyd Mayweather now has joined Terence Crawford's camp. Does that mean Floyd Mayweather doesn't like Jaron Boots Ennis? Floyd Mayweather went to Terence Crawford camp to give Terence Crawford advice on Canelo Alvarez. Well, one, Terence Crawford is not fighting Jaron Boots Ennis. That's number one. Number two, it's not shots at Jaron Boots Ennis if Floyd Mayweather was to go to Terence Crawford camp. Number three, I saw this clip that Fight Hype had put out, and it's an old clip of Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford at Shakur Stevenson's sparring session in Las Vegas. Shakur had called them all to be at that sparring session, okay? And Floyd Mayweather assisted. Now, Floyd Mayweather took on Canelo Alvarez September 14th of 2013. That was 12 years ago, okay? And so with that said, this one has nothing to do with the other. Floyd Mayweather, from what I'm being told from Terence Crawford's camp, that he has not went up to Colorado and helped Terence Crawford do anything. Okay, now I don't know if he's willing to or not. I don't know if Terence Crawford reached out to him or not. I don't know if they spoke on the phone or not. But you know, it's when you saw Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather at the top ranked gym watching Shakur Stevenson, and they had a conversation with Eddie Hearn. That's very, very old. Okay, that's very old. Now Floyd Mayweather has stand pat on Terence Crawford is the best fighter in the world currently right now as it stands.
In response to those sparring reports, Bomac quickly dismissed the comparisons between Ennis and Crawford. While he acknowledged Boots' talent, he insisted that Crawford operates on an entirely different level. According to Bomac, no sparring partner, no matter how skilled, can duplicate Crawford's unique blend of experience, adaptability, and mental sharpness. He argued that what separates Crawford is not just speed and movement, but intelligence under pressure. For Bomac, any comparison misses the point because Crawford's individuality and brilliance cannot be replicated.
I know you saw him sparring with Boots. Give me your initial response to that.
That don't mean shit, man. That don't mean shit. That don't mean nothing, man. Boots ain't no Crawford.
That's
Yo, hey, like I said, that don't mean, all that shit don't mean nothing. That shit ain't gonna help him. He should have just got the last cab driver he just fought. Cause that shit ain't gonna, that don't mean nothing, man. All that shit don't mean nothing. You ain't no Bud Crawford. They don't have that mentality. Having that mentality and going upside your head at the same motherfucking time, shit, man. I don't give a fuck about all that shit at all.
Analyst Ade Oladipo, however, raised concerns about Crawford bulking up for the fight. He pointed out that boxing isn't just about size, but about maintaining the perfect balance of speed, power, and skill. Gaining too much weight too quickly could slow Crawford down or disrupt his natural rhythm. Oladipo worries that Crawford's fluidity and sharpness, his greatest strengths, might be compromised by adjusting unnaturally to meet Canelo's size. While fans praise Crawford for daring to move up, Oladipo's perspective highlights the risks that come with tampering with what already makes him special.
Too wiry. Crawford was the guy at 135 pounds that looked really skinny. Even at 140, go and watch his fights against, who's the one that made, I'm trying to think of his name now. The fight at 140, Julius Ndongo.
Oh, yeah.
And where he's just skinny, he's like wiry, he's very much Tommy Hearns. Now,
oh, have you seen him?
He's
now
massive. He's jacked.
Man, he looks like huge. He's got to be north of 170.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah. Which there's a part of me that's like, dude, you don't need to be that big. Like, I don't think this is a strength for strength thing. I think this is a skill and speed thing. I don't know. I feel like if you're trying to sit on your punches to hurt Canelo, nobody hurts Canelo.
He's been hit by Callum Smith, Sergey Kovalev, Bivol.
Yeah.
Crawford ain't hurting him.
Golovkin.
And Golovkin.
Golovkin.
Crawford ain't hurting him.
But Crawford knocks everyone out.
At 147 pounds. That when he at 154, did he knock out Ismail Madrimov?
No, he didn't put a dent in him, really.
Didn't put not even a little dent in him. Canelo Alvarez is not Ismail Madrimov.
Yeah, but who is Canelo Alvarez now?
That's a good question.
Yeah, like who are we watching now? Because when I go back and watch the guy that fought Skull, everyone likes to dig out Skull. Sorry, one second. Canelo's got to do more. Canelo's output was the worst output I've ever seen of a unified champion.
Yeah,
I'm not joking, the worst.
That fight.
Yeah.
He literally did. But my kind of thinking is all right, well, who is Canelo now? Well, in the nicest way, although he's been fighting good fighters, when's the last time he had a super fight?
Who?
Canelo. And that's when we see the real Canelo, when he has a super fight.
Okay, Bivol.
Yes, correct. And he lost. But
yeah.
Bivol was significantly better at 175 pounds.
Okay.
Much bigger.
Yeah.
Crawford, similar in terms of, they're both skillful.
Trainer Breadman Edwards provided a more balanced outlook. He admitted that Crawford is well aware of Ennis sparring with Canelo and understands the power Boots brings. Instead of letting this shake him, Crawford has turned that knowledge into part of his preparation. Edwards stressed that Crawford's focus is never distracted by outside talk. What matters is the actual fight and his ability to adjust in real time. Knowing Canelo trained with a stylistically similar fighter may even help Crawford's camp, forcing them to prepare even more carefully. For Edwards, this is proof that Crawford thrives under pressure and never loses mental control.
That's why I said I'm not changing my percentage. It can make Canelo go up. It can make him lose his confidence or take a piece from him. And it can make Crawford say, okay, let me tell you something about Crawford, man. I watch Crawford. I will watch how he evolved throughout the years. I've been watching him. Me, Red, and Bomac been cool since way before Crawford hit the mainstream. Way before he hit the mainstream. And I watched him. Crawford is a pretty intelligent guy. He might not try to talk, and say different things that jump off the page at you. But he's not a stupid guy, man. He's intelligent. He know Boots is the real deal. No matter what all of the public say and everybody talking, he knows it. He knows Boots is the real deal. Crawford's little brother is Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson and Boots is super cool, and Shakur Stevenson was in the amateurs with Boots. Don't you think Shakur told Bud, yo, bro, I love you. You my big bro, but that kid nice, bro. You gonna have to be on your game to fuck with him. You don't think Shakur told Crawford that, and you don't think he respected his opinion? You don't think that Red and Bomac got eyes and they know Boots is special? You don't believe that? I don't care about all this talk on the internet because they may fight. So you can't be too complimentary of a guy that you may fight. But you don't think they know that? So by him bringing Boots in, that's probably going to take Bud to another level mentally. And that's where I think that Bud win this fight. I think he got a mental edge.
Among fans and analysts, one of the most common arguments is that Canelo's natural size advantage will overwhelm Crawford. Supporters of Alvarez point to his dominance at higher weight classes and question whether Crawford, who began his career at lightweight, can withstand the punishment of a bigger, stronger opponent. The debate essentially comes down to raw physicality versus refined skill. Critics of Crawford argue that at some point, physics always catches up, and Canelo's power, shots could prove too much for even the most talented technician to handle.
Canelo versus Crawford, who you got?
I got Canelo winning. I think Canelo's gonna knock him out. But
I think Canelo's gonna hurt him.
I think he's just too powerful, man, too strong. I hope Terence Crawford does well and stuff, man, because I love the way he fights, and he's a hell of a fighter, and I respect him as well too. So I hope he puts up a good fight and everything. But at the end of the day, man, Canelo, if he catches you, dude, it's gonna knock you out.
Look, at the end of the day, I always say this: he took Golovkin's biggest hit, and he took Bivol' biggest hit. I don't think Crawford could knock him out.
I think Terence Crawford can knock Canelo out if he catches him, because with Gennady Golovkin hit harder, but he was a lot slower. Yeah. So when Canelo seen the punches coming, he's able to embrace. I think if Terence Crawford catches Canelo with a shot that he doesn't see coming, boom, then he could hurt him.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.